គេហៅយើងដំបងគេប្រាប់ហ្នឹងគេថាគេគ្រាន់តែដឹងថាឯងមានផ្ទៃពោះគេភ្ញាក់ព្រឹតគេថាអញ្ចឹងហើយណាមួយគេប្រជុំអ្នកមានផ្ទៃពោះម្នាក់សម្រាប់ចិត្តថាខ្ញុំត្រូវតែលូតកូននឹងចេញដើម្បីចូលធ្វើការគេមានកម្លាំងមានកំហែងឡើងវិញដើម្បីធ្វើការគេបានល្អប្រហែលជាគេពេញចិត្តអញ្ចឹងណាហើយខ្ញុំក៏សម្រេចចិត្ត
Cambodia has a fairly strong labor law with good protections for workers. But the problem is that many factories routinely get away with flouting the labor law provisions. H&M, Gap, Adidas and other brands source millions of garments from Cambodia each year. Women bear the brunt of labor rights violations because they comprise about 90% of the workforce in garment factories. Pregnant women in particular face very specific challenges in factories.
គេឲ្យខ្ញុំចេញត្រឹមម៉ោង 4 ដល់ពេលខ្ញុំសួរថាពូហេតុអីគាត់ឲ្យខ្ញុំថែម៉ោងគេថាអ្នកមានផ្ទៃពោះគេអត់ឲ្យថែម៉ោងទេគេឲ្យចេញត្រឹមម៉ោង 4 ហើយខ្ញុំក៏មាត់ដែរដល់ពេលខ្ញុំចេញម៉ោង 4 រាល់ថ្ងៃគេយកលេសនឹងឯងគឺគេដកខ្ញុំបញ្ឈប់ខ្ញុំហ្នឹងគឺគេយកលេសនឹងថាខ្ញុំធ្វើការមិនថែម៉ោង
Many factories in Cambodia use short-term contracts to intimidate and control workers. So it makes it quite difficult for workers to speak out against labor rights abuses for fear that their contracts will not be renewed. A lot of factories have made it very difficult for workers to come together and unionize. They fire workers who've been recently elected as union members. They intimidate them. They don't renew their contracts.
កម្មករពេលយើងបង្កើតជាសហជីពយើងចងក្រងពេលនោះតកែរោងចក្របានហៅយើងទៅដកយើងចេញពីរោងចក្រហើយគេទៅហៅជាក្រសួងមហាផ្ទៃមកអត់ឲ្យយើងចូលធ្វើការ
Some of the worst abuses happen in smaller factories that usually take on production on a subcontract basis. And the reason why these factories have such horrible working conditions is because they appear to be completely unmonitored by anybody, including the government.
ព្រោះយើងបានធ្លាប់ជួបជាមួយកម្មករដែលគាត់ធ្វើការនៅរោងចក្រដែលមកការបន្តហ្នឹងភាគច្រើនចង់និយាយថានៅក្នុងលក្ខខណ្ឌការងារហ្នឹងពួកគេអត់គោរពច្បាប់គេអត់មានគិតអំពីច្បាប់ទេគេគិតតាមអំពីការធ្វើការតាមបរិមាណផលិតផល
Only a handful of brands are being transparent about their supply chain, and what that means is publishing the names and addresses of the factories that produce for them. H&M and Adidas are among a small set of brands doing this. We want more brands to join them.
Disclosure means we are truly committed to transparency. We disclose the names of the factory and also the licensees and also their locations and the country where they are based.
By disclosing the names and addresses of the factories producing for them, brands help labor advocates and workers report poor labor conditions to them. Brands should be taking more responsibility for the working conditions in their supplier factories, but the primary responsibility for working conditions rests with the Cambodian government, which means the government should dramatically improve the quality of labor inspections. They should hold factories accountable and report which factories have poor working conditions, and they should also make it easier for unions to form.